mistake can really change the direction of your life.
New at 6, a Punta Gorda medical worker who stormed the Capitol on January 6th is hoping to get back into the operating room.
David Marshall had his sentence commuted. Now we're learning he could get a full pardon and would get a clean slate. Gulf Coast News reporter Jalen Barron is in the studio learning how.
David Marshall told Gulf Coast News back in 2025 after receiving his commutation from President Trump that he was looking for a pardon and says the only reason he went up the Capitol steps on January 6th was to help another medical professional. And now, after more than 4 years, Marshall is seeking new freedoms from the Department of Justice.
He didn't take a single photo. He didn't scream. He didn't cheer. He didn't celebrate. He stood with his back against the wall, scared, and then ultimately exited the building on his own accord.
11 minutes changed the life of David Marshall, a former neurophysiologist, husband, father, and Oathkeeper who entered the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. The attorneys who first took on David Marshall's case tell me he wasn't even supposed to be there.
And he actually had no intention of going to Washington, D.C. that day. It was a last-minute decision. His actions at the Capitol, his time at the Capitol was very brief. He was inside the building for less than 11 minutes.
We exclusively spoke to Marshall and Weinberg back in February 2025 after President Donald Trump issued the 14 Oathkeepers a commutation rather than a pardon. That means their sentences are over, but the case stays on their records. But today, lawyers say the DOJ agreed to dismiss their cases.
Which is actually better than a pardon because it'll be as if it never happened.
And after serving 10 months in jail, Marshall says,
I absolutely regret going. It has destroyed my life. It has destroyed my reputation.
And his attorneys take away from months of trying his case.
I think the final lesson is that an 11-minute mistake can really change the direction of your life.
And his lawyer's message with the new developments.
I know some people aren't going to be happy about this result, but I think this is the first step in healing the nation.
Marshall says he has since left the Oathkeepers and is back with his family, seeking a quieter life.
You eventually get the win, maybe a couple years too late, but a win is a win, and we're very happy for David and his family.
All right, Jalen, what does this mean for his medical license?
Yeah, so with the DOJ wiping away his felony convictions, he is now allowed to have his professional license back, and the 14 individuals go back to their fields as if nothing happened on January 6th.
All right.
Keep us posted. Thanks, Jalen.